Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this tech tutorial video, we're going to teach you how you can create and set up workflows for your projects, work items, and issues in your Jira site and for your teams. So let us dive right into it. Alright guys, so in the first step, head over to Jira site. If you don't know how to do this, guys, simply head over to the homepage of Jira, click into sign in here, or use one of these plugins here, Google or Microsoft, to log in with your Google/Microsoft account. And after that, select your Jira site here on the left panel. So let me pick this one here for the sake of this tutorial. So once you're inside your Jira site, guys, it is time to create a completely new workflow. Just a quick word of explanation before we dive any deeper into these technicalities. What are workflows? Well, it is actually pretty simple. Workflows will allow you to enhance your team productivity and provide your team with clear roadmap of a process, an issue, or work item they're working on is going through, like for example, from one status to another one. Or to put it simple, workflows describe and represent the life cycle of an issue or work item from the start or from the drafting to the completion of the given task. And you can set up such a workflow for your entire team or for your entire system. So let us show you how to do it, guys. What you will need to do is access your admin settings. You can create workflows only as an admin, guys. Remember that. So click into that gear icon in the top right corner next to a profile icon and select work items to get redirected to your Jira admin settings. Here, work items to the left. So from here, guys, switch from work types to the left to, let me scroll down a bit, to the workflow just below it. So click into it, workflows, and as you can see, I haven't created any workflow yet. You will see the active workflows here, the inactive ones. So as you can see, there have been already added a couple of inactive workflows like the default one provided by Jira. So let me switch back to active workflows. You can also use that search bar here to look for specific workflows under specific title. Now guys, an workflow consists of various statuses and also transitions for the given work item or issue we're working on with your team, and you can create these statuses and assign transitions to them and customize all of that. So let me show you how to do that. Start by clicking into add workflow in the top right corner and click into create a new. After that, you will see that window popping up here. So here you can start creating a workflow by giving it a name. That field is mandatory, as you can see by that asterisk here. So what you will need to do is simply type in your name. So let me give the workflow a name like this, my workflow number 1. And here below, guys, you can describe your workflow, like for example, life cycle of issues and work items within my team or something like that. And next, click into create here to create the given workflow. And that's how a standard or default workflow looks like. You see the first status, which is usually open. So you can create or you can edit that starting status here, of course, and after that, add more statuses by clicking into this button at the top and connect it to the previous status, and add also transitions to give your team members a roadmap or an overview of what needs to be done to switch from one status to another one while working on the given issue. So to edit the given status, let us start with the first one, open, click into it with your left mouse, and here to the right you will see that status customization. So here you can edit and customize your status for your entire team or system. Rename it, like me rename it from open to idea, just like that. And here, guys, you may also assign a status category, like to do, for instance. Make sure that your status name and your status category align with each other. Like, for example, if the given status describes the start of a given issue, like open, idea, not started yet, and so on and so forth. For brainstorming, the category assigned to it shouldn't be in progress or done, because that wouldn't make any sense, but to do, I'd say. All right, so once you're content with that setup and with that editing here, click into update. And after that, add more statuses for your project issues. So what you want to do is click into that button at the top, add status, switch from add existing status to create new, or you can also search for an existing status and edit this one here. Let me go with a completely new one, create new status, and let me rename it, for example, to brainstorming, something like that, or already started. Let me go with brainstorming and assign also a status category, which in this case here, let us keep to do as well, because brainstorming is something you do at the beginning of a given projects or issues lifecycle. Click into add here, and that is going to add the given status to your overview. As you can see now, if you click into it, guys, you'll be given the opportunity to move it along, like on a mind map, for example. And now, guys, add another status. You can add as many statuses as you like, depending on how many statuses the given issue in your project goes through in its life cycle, from start or from the idea to the completion. So click into add status here, click into create new, and select or customize your next status like partially completed, and assign a category, in this case here in progress. Click into add here to create it, and so on and so forth, guys. So keep adding these statuses. Now, guys, in the next step, you will need to connect these statuses and add transitions. There are basically two different ways how you can do this. The first option would be to simply left click into one of these dots surrounding the given status, hold it with your left mouse, and simply connect the next status just like that, and release your left mouse, and that is going to create a transition from one status to the other one. You will see the from status here and the to status here to the right. Of course, you can always customize that as well by clicking into that drop down menu and switch to another status. And here, guys, you may give the transition a name. Make sure that the transition name aligns with the action that will be required or expected from your team members to take. Like, for example, if they're working on brainstorming, I would give that transition name a name like, for instance, find ideas or something like this, or create the list idea. And after that, click into create here, and that is going to create the given transition. The second option, guys, would be to simply click into add transition here at the top, and that is less intuitive than the previous method, but again, all you will need to do is simply select the outgoing status and to status here to the right, and assign also a name. So that's very simple. As you can see, guys, you can also zoom out a bit to have a better overview of your workflow. So keep connecting these statuses, guys, with these transitions so that your team members know which actions need to be taken to switch or to go from one status to the other one within the given issue process. And last but not least, guys, before you update your workflow in the top right corner, you may also add rules to your workflow. If you like, simply click into add rule here and select one of these rules there to streamline work processes for your team members even more by using rules such as, I don't know, for example, show a screen or assign an issue or something like that. Click into select here, and that is going to assign the given rule to the given transition here to the right. So select one of these transitions, and you can also select or assign a team member from that list below to add that rule here, and that's basically it. So once you're content with your workflow, guys, simply click into update workflow here in the top right corner, or use the shortcut Control S for that, or Command S if you're using a Mac, or simply click into that arrow down icon to save this as a new workflow, for example, as a template for future workflows. So, guys, let me click into update workflow here really quickly to create it, and as you can see, the workflow has been created. It may take some time according to this information to apply these changes or to update these changes within your workflow, and to impact also the given work items or issues within your projects that are connected to these statuses and transitions. So give it a few moments if needed. So, guys, let me click into close here, and that is going to add the given workflow to a list of either active workflows or inactive workflows. It will become active, of course, only if you have assigned the correct statuses also to your work items and issues. So make sure that you select the given status for the given work item or issue here in your work item customization, so that the given workflow can be applied for the entire work item or issue. And that's basically it, guys. That's how you create a workflow step by step on Jira. Hope you enjoyed this video, got some real value from it, and we'll see you next time on our channel.